Good morning. See that you also hate yourself and have decided to play Alberic de Bordeleaux. He's this man's campaign. Yeah, it's a little bit rough at first. I'll be honest. He has a rough start. He's not, Bretonia's not my favorite faction, but they're okay to play once in a while, right? Everything's okay in moderation. That's exceptionally true with Bretonia. So Alberic's not too bad of a lord himself. He is anti-large. He does cause terror and fear, which we like that, and he is a siege attacker. His first few battles will get him the armor of the Raging Tempest, which gives him Lightning Strike. He's not really a magic lord. He's kind of just like an armored paladin that goes in and takes down the big guy. He's also great against other enemy lords. And he does start out with another paladin, which is basically just like a weaker version of himself. But still good to have. So we're not going to complain about that. The paladin's skills, I generally like to make him kind of like a mini tank, right? So he can kind of just absorb blows while Alberic kind of hits the person in the back or something. Alberic does not have much replenishment rate. I don't think he has any skills that give replenishment rate or quest items that'll give replenishment rate. He does get some pretty juicy spells and stuff. From his armor and weapons and some good buffs. So he does become strong as a lord, and then mixed with his trebuchets and his, cavalry roster, I mean, he's not bad. The only one that I think is more fun than him is Lewin Leoncourt. But even then, it's Bretonia. How fun can it really get? He does, Alberic does start off in a pretty rough spot, which we'll get into in a second. But as you can see, turn 22, I've taken 2 provinces. We have some pretty good economy buildings, some good defense going. We do have some decent army buildings, including questing knights of the realm, and the trebuchet building, as well as the halberdier building for the barracks. So we're at a pretty good position. So allow me to show you how to get there. And if you don't really know how to play Bretonia, just remember, most of your casualty replenishment is going to come from these pox shelter buildings and healing buildings, which also give you growth. Your farms don't give you growth. Instead, they will give you access to peasants, peasant bowmen, and money. It will take away from your industry costs, but in my opinion, that's okay. You can have one building or one settlement dedicated to perhaps, farms and building up these windmill and water wheel buildings, and maybe another settlement could have industry, right? Because one does take away from the other. So if you have a farm building, it'll start taking away from industry revenue. If you have an industry building, it'll take away from your farming revenue. So now that you're all caught up on how to play these guys, let's proceed to the campaign. So, welcome to Alberic's campaign. So, let me get you situated. So, like I said, your lands are going to be infested with lizardmen, right? These guys are pretty easy to push out. Up here, we have Hunts Marshal's Expedition. Over here, we have Dark Elves. There's a strand of chaos right here that you'll see soon, and then all down here is just a big fat chunk of lizardmen. And we have undead pirates over here. So it's my suggestion that unfortunately you fight this first battle manually. So I just want to show you, the results. This is what manually fighting that battle. Oh my gosh. I just want to show you the results of manually fighting that battle. Your troops will be at full health. Basically, you won't lose any units when you take this city, and his army is dead. It's very important to remember that Bretonian faction, their growth building, pox shelters, and these ports, right? So it's very important at Bragan. Don't rush the defensive structure just yet. You can do that in a second, but definitely get the growth building, and unfortunately get rid of that economy building at Zahutek.
Noble.
So because I'm kind of retarded, because I'm kind of stupid, I forgot that if you destroy the farm building, you can't recruit peasants anymore. So It's definitely okay to get another, I would say probably 15 units for right now. 4 Knights Errants. I know it's going to be taxing on your income, but you'll be okay. Trust me. So move up a little bit. Get a couple more units, because if you're playing on hard difficulty, you know that the enemy definitely has huge discounts on unit prices. So they're gonna be stacked by the time you get there. So grab a few more units, make yourself sturdy, and we'll go from there. All right, my friends. So we're gonna go ahead and take Tlaxlan. This should be an easily auto-resolve baddie. Yeah, baddie. Auto-resolve that. Take that settlement, right? Oh, and after that battle, you will get his armor. So, a little bit better. He gets lightning blast as a move, but not really that, right? This is where you're gonna get a lot of your money from. This peace treaty, 4,800 right off the bat. Shut the fuck up, Patty. So you get that. Have a peace treaty with them. What you're gonna do next is, just because I hate fucking dealing with chaos at all, there's another siege settlement right here. Korn and them, they're at war. So if you weaken this, he'll start coming down, and they won't bother you. So with Alberic, heal up, and then you're pretty much just gonna either sack or raise Katax. If you sack it, no big deal. But just basically right now, get as much money as you can to bump these buildings up, because your next move, unfortunately, is gonna be down here to fight Luthor Harkon. Another thing that I want to say is that I forgot to mention, it's okay at Burgoyne, since it already has walls and a decent garrison, plus it's pressed up against the coast away from everyone, to get, the livery building to level 3. And I just want to show you why you don't necessarily want questing knights right off the bat. Sorry, but there's no fucking way that it's reasonable to afford 825 upkeep for a unit right now. Once you get that initial increase taken away, and it's a normal upkeep, and it's feasible, but right now it's not. That is not worth it. Alright, and just a little example of why I hate Bretonnia, because events like this, so you either get reduced income, massive reduced income, or massive reduced growth for 10 turns. We'll take the growth reduction, because Zahutek will be level 3, Burgoyne is level 3, and you have enough growth to upgrade Hamlet. Oh wait, what? To upgrade Tlaxlan. So, if you go ahead and destroy this growth building at this point, you're good. That's fine. Replace it with something that you need, and get the exotic hothouse so you can start getting some income from that and some tradable resources. Over here, it's turn 10. Luthor has declared war on you, and you are well on your way to fucking just one of the most frustrating parts of the campaign, early game. I do believe we have to trespass, unfortunately. Although maybe, I don't know, last time it made me trespass? Yeah, okay, so that little dip that we took right there, yeah, that was trespassing. So now this is a pretty tempting fight to auto-resolve on, just because of how many units there are. But we lose one of our best, for right now, unreplaceable units. So I'm going to try and fight it, and we'll see the result after. But yeah, Luthor is going to be a huge thorn in your side late game if you don't attack him now. So this is kind of a necessity. I've tried it multiple other ways, and you can't do it. Well, that was fucking miserable. Alright, so after all is said and done, Alberic will be barely holding on by a thread. Alright? But you've taken Tlax, and now it's really just a game of cat and mouse. It's my suggestion to pretty much go, heal up at Tlax. Go to Poxmarsh, take Poxmarsh, and then move on down to the Awakening. Alright, so after all that is said and done, Alberic's army is going to chill at Tlax for a little bit. They're just going to heal up. And the series of events that are pretty much coming will be you're gonna attack Pox Marsh, and just in my opinion, what I think you should do. You're gonna take Pox Marsh, and you're gonna run down after you've taken that to the Awakening. You're gonna want to heal up before the Awakening, and then of course Lan Huapik. These guys down here, you know, after you've taken the Awakening, there will probably be a remainder army over here that'll take back the Tlax. It's okay. March up there, and you know, just be there for when these lizardmen take that back, so you can just automatically scoop it up. And by then, the Awakening Poxmark, like, these should be able to defend themselves, and you'll be in a pretty good spot. Alright, let's get caught up here. So, it's turn 16. By now, you probably encountered these 3 armies attacking you all at once. You should have been able to fight it just fine, manually. You know, kind of just rush them, charge them, kill the lords, and the army will follow. We took Parks Marsh.
Protector of the
And,
realm.
you know, we do have Magok the Fury out there, but we're not gonna worry about it for right now, you know? We ain't gonna worry about it. Back home, you should have walls on all your settlements now. You know, some pretty decent defense and a okay economy, maybe a little bit below okay. Our new goal is taking the Awakening, which might be a little bit tough. But don't worry, because I will be there with you. It's also pretty important at this point in the game to kind of have, you know, the leadership buffs for your lowborn militia, Peasant's Duty, Protectors of the Realm, you know, kind of buff the units you've got right now. Like, in my opinion, having unit buffs right now for Alberic is more important than most lords. Another huge thing to remember, and honestly, another just massive reason I hate Alberic's campaign is because like aside from the people that
Do
are
you
back
know who I am?
in Bretonia, nobody down here likes you. Everyone fucking hates you. The lizardmen, they will not accept a single thing from you, even though your reliability is very high. I mean, we did trespass against that guy, but whatever. You know, shut the fuck up. I mean, shit. Not even the other, not even the only other human faction down here will ally with you. So this actually went a lot better than like my test playthrough. You might as well just take the Awakening on auto resolve. You know, half health units, but you get a city with walls, right?
Protector
That's
of the
pretty
realm.
good. Luckily, Tlax is being upgraded, and since they don't have a settlement, they're gonna be taking damage. So just be ready for them to turn around and come back to the Awakening and try and kill you. You know, they're gonna try and kill you. Don't let them kill you. And I just like to show you why I stress getting like the garrison building and level 3 settlements as fast as you can. Cause look at that. I mean, that's a pretty decent, juicy garrison. You know, you got some expendable units that you can send out as little meat shields, kind of soften everything up. You got some good range you can put on the walls, good cavalry. And I do believe that if you get this up to level 3, yeah, it gives you a damsel. So you will get a hero too. And it's heavens, which that's pretty fucking good. So level 3 City Watch will also give you minus 200% attrition when under siege. So you'll be able to hold out for quite a while. But yeah, okay. So like I said, let's get rid of these guys, and you should be able to start your campaign. Hey, folks. So that pretty much sums up, you know, the beginning 20-ish turns of your campaign with Alberic. That other remainder army that was here, she attacked, she died. We've had to fight it manually, but we didn't lose anybody.
Guardian of Bretonia.
And then, of course, the Beastman army that was here, they attacked. That's when we lost some people. It's okay, though. We're going to go back after we build up. Now we have some time to gain some income, upgrade our buildings, and then run back up here, grab some better troops like some trebuchets, some spearmen with shields, and perhaps even some questing knights. And then we're pretty much free to just do as we please. You could chase Luthor down here to Axolotl. Or what I personally think I'm going to do next is go down to Fuming Serpent and the Star Tower. But you have your options here. You know, sit here, build up, just get all set. And you'll have, in my opinion, a good campaign. Keep working towards summoning the Green Knight. And enjoy Alberic's campaign. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. I hope these are helping somebody. See ya.